Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. For today's box opening, we've got an Innistrad Midnight Hunt, but this isn't just any Innistrad Midnight Hunt. This was the one that I picked up off of Amazon for $89.49. So it's going to be pretty hard to lose money on this box, but it's Midnight Hunt, it's Innistrad, anything's possible. So let's go ahead and crack this thing open and see what kind of value we can find inside. Hopefully you all enjoyed all of the Innistrad box openings last week. Sorry I couldn't be around to narrate the analysis, but, you know, every now and then I got to go on vacation. So, but I want to make sure that when I do, you all are taken care of. And so I made sure that there were videos on the channel. All right, so we got 12 collector booster packs. We've got some Meat Hook Massacres, despite some recent ban action, still holding quite strong. All right, so we're going to start things off with a Flip the Switch. We're going to have a Howl of the Hunt, followed by an Evolving Wilds. Then we're going to see a Tavern Ruffian, a Phantom Carriage, Delver of Secrets, and then we're going to see our Mountain. Followed by, from the land cycle, the Rockfall Vale. Very cool to see this. Does hold a little bit of value. And I love my lands. And then we're going to see a Moorland Rescuer coming in from the Commander set. Not a high value card. Then we're going to see Fateful Absence coming in from the main set in extended art. Does hold some value. Then we're going to see an Outland Liberator in Showcase, followed by a Shady Traveler, and then a Graveyard Trespasser coming in here. Does hold just over $4 in value, so good to see that. And then a Harvestside Infiltrator, followed by a Mythic Jaren Corrupted Bishop coming in Showcase here. Unfortunately, Jaren, not a high value. He does flip, though, into Ormondal, the Corruptor. All right, and then we have a Devil Token in the back with a zombie. All right, pack number 2. Pack number 1, relatively okay, I would say. All right, so we got ourselves a Path to the Festival, a Snarling Wolf, Thrabian Exorcism, Crawl from the Cellar, Unnatural Moonrise, followed by a Burly Breaker, and then we're going to see an Island, followed by a Mask of Jizzlebrand coming in from the main set, a Hordewing Scab coming in here from Commander. It does hold some value, just over $1. And then a Dire Strain Rampage coming in from the main set in extended art. Followed by Candle Grove Witch. I always mess that up. Harvestside Infiltrator. And we're going to see a Haunted Ridge in Borderless here. This is going to be a very good hit from the set. So this is going to be just over $15 in non-foil. Followed by a Burly Breaker. And a Curse of Surveillance coming in extended art. With a Tree Folk and a Clue. All right, so we already got one hit on the board. Let's try and get another one. So we got Crossroads Candle Guide, followed by Otherworldly Gaze, Clarion Cathars, Flare of Faith, Fading Hope, Blade Stitched Scab, and our foil Island. And then we're going to see another land here, Deserted Beach, coming in non-foil, just over $6. So foil should be a little bit more. Should be. And then we have Wilhelt the Rot Cleaver coming in from the Commander set. Does hold some significant value as a mythic, just over $7. Then we're going to see ourselves a Slaughter Specialist coming in from the main set in extended art. Followed by a Village Watch, a Tireless Hauler, and a Deserted Beach in extended art. Very cool to see this. Just around $7 in value. I'm going to drop that down with our Haunted Ridge as a second borderless land. So there's our Tireless Hauler and a Catilda Dawnheart Prime coming in at the end in Showcase with an Insect Human. All right, so far 3 hits from the land cycle, if my math is correct. All right, Olivia's Midnight Ambush, followed by a Component Collector, a Plummet, a Phantom Carriage, Bereaved Survivor, and a Forest. Then we're going to see a Graveyard Trespasser, this time in regular frame, but in foil, just over $2. And then we have a Stalwart Pathlighter coming in from the Commander set, not high value. And a Ghoulcaller's Harvest coming in from the main set, not high value again. With a Dawnheart Rejuvenator, a Kessig Naturalist. Then we're going to see Ludwig Necrogenius coming in from the main set in Showcase. Not a high value card. Then a Dawnheart Rejuvenator and a Triskaidekaphile. That card does hold some value, just over $1 in non-foil with a Bat Zombie. All right, here we go. Pack number 5. Got a Duel for Dominance, followed by Drownyard Amalgam, Tapping at the Window, Stolen Vitality, creepiest card in the set. Happy Halloween. Vivisection, Ritual of Hope, and then a Mountain. Then we're going to see old Sticky Fingers coming in. He's sticking to the card behind him. And then we have a Crowded Crypt coming in from Commander. A couple of dollars there. Oh, there we go. Extended Art Meathook Massacre. Currently valued over $65. We'll see if the ban has any impact. That is awesome to see. Love it. All right, so we'll gently put that one down here. Then we have a Tavern Ruffian, a Bird Admirer, Slogurk the Overslime, another Tavern Ruffian, and a Bloodline Culling in the back, coming in as our final card in this pack with an Ooze and a Clue. I'm going to take a half a second and put the Meathook Massacre in a case because that is going to be the most valuable card that we can see in this particular box, unless we get to see it in foil. So that is awesome. I'll just take a minute to tap that down. All right, pack number 6. All right, so these 3 cards more than pay for the box. So thank you, Amazon, for putting this on sale. Hopefully you all got to take advantage of that. We don't necessarily do sales on the channel, but if I see a deal and I want to share it out there, so I'll occasionally throw together a really quick video. Hopefully the quality on those is okay, but it's really just about getting the information out. All right, so we got ourselves a Plains here. Wow, Shipwreck Marsh coming in. Another land from the land cycle, this time in regular frame, but foil. And then we have a Curse of Conformity from Commander. And an Unnatural Growth coming in. There's at least a $5 bill right there. Candle Grove Witch, Shady Traveler, and Adeline Resplendent Caller coming in Showcase. Followed by a Spell Rune Painter and a Falconwrath Pitfighter coming in at the end in foil borderless with a zombie. All right, moving on here. No complaints about this box thus far. So we got our Duress, Harvestside, Eccentric Farmer, Soul Guide Glyph, Borrowed Time, Chaplain of Alms, and the Cool Swamp, Rite of Harmony. There we go. All right, and then we have Lynn, Cheerful Tormentor, coming in from the Commander set. Does hold some value as a mythic. And then Triskaidekaphile, Burly Breaker, Tavern Ruffian, and then we're going to see a Brutal Cathar coming in from Showcase. Does have value. Very cool to see that. And a Tavern Ruffian. And we're going to see an Enduring Angel coming in as a Mythic Extended Art foil. Very cool to see that. Flying Double Strike. You got Hexproof. Great card. Unfortunately, not the most valuable. Just around $3 in non-foil. And then we have an Ooze Human. So is it possible to get 2 Meathook Massacres? Who knows? We're certainly going to try. All right, Vidalian Stinger, Diregraphed Horde, Ardent Elementalist, Bait Hook Angler, Cathar's Call, Brood Weaver, and a Forest. And we're going to see Sigarda's Splendor coming in from white as a rare. Not a high value card. The non-foils and foils are just sticking. All right, Ravenous Rotbelly coming in from Commander. And Lord of Forsaken coming in as a mythic here in extended art. Does hold a little bit of value, just over $1. Then a Dawnheart Wardens, a Shady Traveler, and an Overgrown Farmland coming in borderless. Very cool to see this. It's another $5 right there, and our third borderless from the land cycle. Then we got a Dawnheart Mentor and a Mythic Consuming Blob coming in extended art foil with an insect zombie in the back. All right, 4 packs to go. Kind of blown away by the value. If I'd known they were gonna all have this, I would have bought a dozen of these if they allowed it. I don't know what the limit was. I only bought 1 box at this price. So we got a Novice Occultist, Dawnheart Mentor, Covetous Castaway, and then a Plains. Then we're going to see Giza Glorious Resurrector coming in from the main set as our rare. Giza does have some value. And then we're going to see a Cleaver Scab coming in from Commander. A little bit of value there. And wow, look at that. A Hostile Hotel. Not the most expensive from the land cycle. In fact, I'm sure, yeah, it's about $2. But I'm going to put it at the bottom anyway because it is a borderless land. And then we have a Harvestside Infiltrator, followed by a Bane Blade Scoundrel. And I was distracted by this. So we're going to see ourselves a Rockfall Vale coming in borderless. Wow. Just all the lands. And then a Bird Admirer and a Dire Strain Rampage in the back with a bird, wolf token. That is just amazing. Right, so we got Deserted, Haunted, Overgrown, Rockvale. So we're just missing the Shipwreck Marsh in borderless. And then we will have the entire borderless and extended art land cycle from the set. All right, Storm Rider Spirit, Falcon Abomination, Bounding Wolf, Hedgewick's Mask, Borrowed Time Again, Mystic Skull, and a Mountain. Holy cow, look at that. Foil Meat Hook Massacre coming in from the main set. So you can get 2 Meat Hook Massacres, and I just did. That is awesome. So this is close to $50 in non-foil. I'm just going to put that to the side real quick. Of course, it's going to stick to the Commander card. There we go. Commander card, Visions of Dread. Oh, I got a little bit of pile chaos going on. One moment. And he actually goes there. Then we have a Memory Deluge. Candle Grove Witch again. Wow, this is going to be a double land pack, guys. Tireless Hauler. Tulvar Dire Overlord. Village Watch. Oh, I thought I saw a second land in there. So we see a Deserted Beach, borderless, but this time in foil. So we still haven't gotten the Shipwreck Marsh, but that's okay. We got a Beast and a Zombie. So again, I'm just going to take another minute and I'm going to sleeve up the Meat Hook Massacre. Had to go grab a hard case. I wasn't expecting to see 2 meat hooks in this particular box. All right, if it wasn't the Meat Hook Massacre, I don't think I would have sleeved up anything, but I want to make sure I protect those cards. I mean, just look at all this value. This is insane, especially for $89. I'm just so happy right now. All right, so we got ourselves a Sea Zombie, followed by a Bramble Armor, Return to Nature, Harvestside Infiltrator, Nettlegast Intruder, followed by an unnatural moonrise and a forest. Then we're going to see the Enduring Angel again, but this time in regular frame. And a Celebrate the Harvest coming in from Commander with a Bloodline Culling in extended art. Spell Room Painter. Bird Admirer. Oh my goodness. All right, so there we go. So we just hit the cycle. We have every single borderless land in the set, plus 2 Meat Hook Massacres. I couldn't have architected a better box. Shady Traveler and a Vadric Astral Archmage with a zombie human. So now I just have to move them up. That is just crazy town. Plus there was, I think, 1 or 2 that I did not pull out originally. All right, last pack to go. Got ourselves a Larder Zombie, Candlelit Cavalry, Moonrager's Slash, Homestead Courage, Dawnheart Mentor, Nettlegast Intruder again. And we're going to see ourselves a Plains. And we're going to see another Unnatural Growth from regular frame. There we go. Visions of Glory coming in from Commander, not a high value card. Then we're going to see, excuse me, Curse of Silence from the main set. Dawnheart Rejuvenator, Tavern Ruffian, Sigarda, Champion of Light, Mythic coming in Showcase here. Very cool to see a Mythic in this particular slot. Unfortunately, not high value. Then we have a Candle Grove Witch. And we're going to see a Grafted Identity coming in here at the end with a Spider in Spirit. All right, so give me just a moment. I will run all of the numbers and be right back with the MTG box analysis. What an amazing box. But how good was it? Let's find out. Let's establish what was possible to see in this box before we talk about the value. The Midnight Hunt set contains a total of 384 cards. Collector booster boxes can see borderless, showcase, and extended art cards in non-foil. We can also see all of the cards from the main set, including the borderless, showcase, and extended art in foil. The only exception are the 5 traditional basic lands. You'll never see those in a collector booster box. We can also see any of 38 extended art cards from the Midnight Hunt Commander set. Now that we know what was possible to see, let's take a look at how this box was distributed. This chart shows the non-foils we saw in green, the foils we saw in orange, and the set in gray as our baseline. This box contains 6 borderless cards, including every single one of the borderless lands. It also contained 12 non-foil and 8 foil extended art cards from the main set, as well as 12 extended art cards from the Commander subset, which is referred to as EAMIC in the chart. In the foil space, we saw a pretty big variance in cards from the primary colors of Magic, with red only having 7 cards and blue and green representing with 18 each. In this box, we saw 38 unique non-foil cards from the Midnight Hunt main set, which accounts for about 37% of the 102 cards we were eligible to see. In the Commander set, we saw 12 cards, which gave us 32% coverage. In the foil space, we saw 110 unique cards, giving us 29% coverage of the 379 cards we were eligible to see. Our highest coverage from the 5 primary colors was in green, with 42% of the set making an appearance. Pivoting to coverage by rarity, from the main set in non-foil, we saw 100% of the commons we were eligible to see. We also saw 70% of the uncommons, 20 of the 64 rares for 31% coverage, and 4 of the 21 mythics for 19% coverage. For the foil treated cards, we saw 51% of the commons, 24% of the uncommons, 19 foil rares for 15% coverage, and 5 foil mythics for 12% coverage. In total, with the Commander cards, the Collector Booster Box contained 45 rares and 11 mythics in 12 packs. Now let's talk about duplication. In this box, 17 cards were repeated 20 times, with the heaviest duplication occurring in the Showcase category. This is kind of expected since there's only 40 Showcase cards in the set, and there's 3 slots for Showcase in each pack. In the end, this box had a duplication percentage of 11. Now let's take a look at the potential value of the cards for the Midnight Hunt set and the extended art cards from the Commander set. Currently, there are 7 cards valued over $10, 21 cards valued between $5 and $10, and 81 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 308 cards are valued less than $1. If you were to add up the value of all 417 cards in their non-foil price, you would have a combined value of $545.97. Now let's take a look at the actual value that we saw in this box, starting off in the non-foil space. We saw 2 hits valued over $10, including the Borderless Haunted Ridge, valued at $15.46, and the most valuable non-foil available in the set, the Extended Art Meat Hook Massacre, valued at $69.93. We also saw 7 cards valued between $5 and $10, and 13 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 39 non-foils in the box were valued less than $1. Here's a look at the value that we saw in this box for the foil space. Again, we saw 2 hits valued over $10, including the foil Borderless Deserted Beach, valued at $12.04, and the foil Meat Hook Massacre from the main set, valued at $67.66. We also saw 3 cards valued between $5 and $10, and 15 foils valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 100 foils in the box were all valued under $1. So how did this box perform? Well, as I mentioned earlier, I purchased this box from Amazon during their Prime Day sale for an amazing $89.49, not including tax. Today we opened up 12 packs with 15 cards each, seeing a total of 180 cards. The 12 tokens have a combined value of $4.10. From the Commander subset, we saw $17.62 in value from the 12 non-foil Extended Art cards. From the main set, the 48 non-foils have a combined value of $144 even. And the 120 foils in the box have a total value of $143.82. This brings the grand total for the box up to $309.54. This is a huge gain of $220.05 over the price I paid. It also means that we saw 346% of the box price returned in card value. Thank you, Amazon. Now, for those of you interested in cards valued over $2, the numbers look like this. In total, 26 of the 180 cards in this box are currently valued over $2 and have a combined value of $262.97, with about half of that coming from the 2 Meat Hook Massacres. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to support the channel and go deeper into the analysis, head over to mtgboxanalysis.com. Until next time, do something amazing.